I have too many trees and too many potted plants in the garden. It's time to get some of them out. Let's start by planting this lemon tree. This lemon tree is special. You and I and this lemon tree, we have a history. This is the lemon tree that way back was the first cutting that I stuck in the soil by my daughter's request, and it grew. This is one of the first plants that helped me get started to learn how to propagate trees just by cuttings. This one has done so well, it already has flowers and little lemons, but it's not gonna like this little tiny pot for very long. So let's get it out in the yard where it can put down its roots and get a lot more sunshine.
You can eat the red ones, don't eat the black ones.
No, eat the black ones, not the red ones. What are you eating, Luke?
Black mulberry?
Very good, it is a black mulberry. Do they taste good?
Yes.
Excellent. Eat them all. Hey Luke, can you carry my shovel so I can carry the tree? Hey, while we're here, I want to show you inside the greenhouse. I started saving seeds of the peppers and the radish in groups hanging in the greenhouse, and I want to show you. Generally here in Texas, I figured I would never use my greenhouse when it's hot out because it's so hot in here. But it turns out that it's a perfect place to hang seeds and let them dry out so that I can save them for the next season. When we first moved onto the farm, we put a purple flowering plum tree right here. The goal was to have this big decorative flowering tree with purple leaves that would be visible when you come in the driveway. Well, it turned out that that tree didn't last very long. I don't know why, it just didn't. But we thought that if we pile this up with mulch and give it time to work down and compost, this would be a perfect place to put something that bears fruit. Last year when we got piles and piles of mulch, trucks came in and dumped mulch on the property. I put a big pile of it right here so it would work down. The chickens have helped scratch it down a bit and add their manures, and over time it just has settled way down. We have also been piling up the manures from the tortoises. They walk around the farm and they graze like cows, and they drop their manures, and a lot of times that manure is piled up in places we don't want it. So we pick it up with a scoop, and we've been dropping it on this location for a few months now. I'm just going to shovel down in the middle of this mulch. Try to get past the mulch layer. Oh look! A snake. We call these worm snakes. I'm not sure exactly what they're called, but they look like worms, but that is actually a little snake. Here you go. Go ahead and let that snake go, and I'll let you shovel a little bit, Luke.
Bye, Snakey.
Bye, Snakey. Ever since I started planting in these fabric pots, I've kind of wondered how hard is it going to be to take a full-size tree out of the pot. I'm going to try to roll down the edges. There we go, that wasn't that bad. Now the advantage of the fabric pots is that the roots grow out to the pot and then they get air pruned. The air pruning keeps the roots from swirling around inside the pot like they do in a plastic pot. So all those roots right there, they go out and they start branching off without swirling around. Can you dump that into the hole after I lift this up? Dump that in the hole. There you go. Let me put some of this other soil. Okay. Let's get it turned the way we want it. I tried to orient the tree pretty much the same direction that it was sitting in the garden. It was sitting in that pot on top of that raised bed for about a year in this position. So I want to try to give it a similar position out here so it's not complete shock. I don't know if that really matters that much, but that's how I'm going to do it.
Put the dough in.
Put it in.
Snaky's gone.
Snaky's gone. It probably would have been better to plant this tree at a time when it wasn't actually starting fruit. Typically it's better to plant trees when they're dormant, but you can start trees that have been in pots any time of the year. I might lose some flowers, maybe even not get fruit this year, but that's okay because it'll be a good start for next season. I'm going to finish this off with about 10 gallons of rainwater.
Can I say something?
What do you want to say?
Yeah, what I say.
What would you like to say to the camera, Luke?
Thank you very much.
Say it.
Thank you very much. Welcome to Daddy Talk Garden.
I couldn't have said it any better. We'll talk to you soon. Hey Luke, can you carry my that little smirk on his face. Hey Luke. Yeah.
What are their names? What are the geese's name?
That's April.
April?
May.
Very good.
April and May.
She thought you forgot her name.